All right, guys, something new that I want you guys to watch out for. So today, more NHL icons were released in Hockey Ultimate Team for NHL 20, and it was a bunch of just. It kind of looked on the surface like what they did last year, where they would release a bunch of older players, retired, that had low speed, high shot, and they weren't really sought after, especially early on in the game. There was a few, but I noticed that there are seemingly now more and more specialty cards that might have a unique purpose depending on your play style. So first things first, I want to show you guys one that I talked about in my top 5 players to target for week 1. That would be Charlie Huddy. So looking at him, he's an 82 overall, but his 88 skating and 82 shot this early in the game makes him already one of the better defensive cards out there, and that's just based on skating and speed and shot. His defensive stats are all kind of low, but it all depends on how you play. So if you're able to manually play well and you don't need someone with a really good stick checking or anything like that, he's a perfect play given his shot and speed. When you look at the defensive landscape as a whole, Erik Karlsson's probably like the third best card, and he's an 85 obviously, but all of the icons are really slow. So you kind of have to find someone like Charlie Huddy who makes up for that. So he's one that I specifically talked about the other day, but there's two in this batch of cards that I want you guys to pay attention for. So the first is one of my favorites as a Sabre, and that's Mike Peca. And the reason why you want to pay attention for him specifically is his defensive stats and his skating. So if you look at him overall, 83 overall, and his 76 shots. So his shot accuracy is really rough. So is his passing, deking, all of that. Things that you normally would really want. But take a look at his face-offs. He's a 98 on the draw, as well as his body checking being a 90. And his speed is all 90 as well, so it makes him really good as a defensive center. So this is somebody that you could put on your fourth line and have him there for the next few months even. Makes him really good on the penalty kill. It's something that we normally don't pay, most players don't pay attention for, because they really just look at the overall and how fast and how good their shot is. But when it comes to certain things like this, he could be super useful, especially on your fourth line or higher up depending on your team. But as the months go on, he's going to remain useful for pretty much the entire game because of his face-off stat alone. However, there was another one that kind of piqued my interest even more, and that was Fredrik Olausson. So when you look at his base card, skating's an 89 and his shooting is an 87. That makes him, I instantly wanted to quit out of my game that I was in to go and try and buy him off the market, and now he's already going for like 50k coins. Again, defensive cards at launch so far have been really underwhelming in either shooting or skating. Very few have both, so it makes them really rare. So he's 6'1" and shoots right, which is a good combination. His skating, though, is rated 89 on the face, but he's got an 84 acceleration and 83 speed stat. He has a huge amount of agility, balance, and endurance. So it's weird because the two most important, in my opinion, are acceleration and speed. Now, if you look at his slap shot, it's a 91, which is gigantic, again, compared to the other cards the launch of this game. When you look at his defensive stats as well, they're not very good. But the one that kind of piqued my interest the most is his passing is a 91. So when you combine his agility being a 94, his passing being a 91, it makes him insanely good at the breakout. So if you are someone that needs to pass it out of the zone, and I want you guys to pay attention to your playstyle. This is going to be something I'm going to be talking about a lot in NHL 20, especially when I release my settings and strategies video coming up soon. These cards, and if you put them in the correct spot for you, can be really advantageous. So if you carry the puck out a lot and all game long your opponent starts to get to notice it, Fredrik Olausson, because of his agility and he can be really shifty, turn very fast, and his passing being a 91, he can be great at breaking out the puck for you, just him specifically. So if you get back in the zone, you find that you have him as the person you're breaking it out with, it can be great at getting it out of your zone very quickly, kind of catch your opponent off guard if you carry the puck out with basically every other player. So again, guys, I just wanted to point out how, these cards, and it looks like the team at EA is really trying to make use of these more unique cards by putting in specific stats that could be really good in certain situations. Let's not forget that Fredrik Olausson could be one of the best power play cards as well from the back end as well. So again, guys, it's just something to watch out for and something I've noticed so far given the icons that have been released, and I kind of wanted to give out my thoughts on that and just be on the lookout for them. I wouldn't go and drop 50k coins on him or Mike Peca. If they drop around 30, which I think they will, then I might pull the trigger because they do offer a lot of advantages in the correct situation. So again, guys, if you like the content or you like the video, give it a like, please subscribe. Let me know in the comments section if you do try out these cards, and tell me your thoughts and how they played for you. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, boys.